Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Fae Realm. We are back with Death after an absence caused by me being in Arizona and yet not seeing Adam somehow, and then us not being able to be because several people were gone the following week. Life be like. Thank you so much for the bits, Duke Fleeg, and for the gifted sub, Pixel Rose. That was very kind of you. Had to make sure that Catman had a subscription, apparently.
Yeah.
Boy, I watched the audio just fly into the red with that one. Amazing. So thank you all so much for joining us again. We are back, and it is good to be back as we head into a Cath. And Adam, why don't you take it away, friend?
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Death. It's good to be with you. Last we saw our heroes. They had just left the carnival for the second time, heading into the mists along with their chosen talisman, the talisman that would lead them into the dread realm of Ikath, the homeland of Lyn. Upon passing through, you saw a brilliant night sky, but very quiet. Too quiet, you might say. Aside from the jangling of pots and pans and other various wares, as a strange masked merchant approaches you and beckons you follow him.
We did.
We did.
I thought
we're in the house, I think.
we went into his house
because
because he was saying stuff was getting ready to go down, and it was basically the countdown, and we ran.
I meant to imply that is what happened. Yes.
Gotcha.
Okay. So you're in his home. It's more or less a dilapidated shack. This kind of place, Lynn, is far more disorderly than you probably remember. Things seem to be half constructed, half built. There is equipment and junk sort of strewn about. Things are in a state of chaos. And this man stays far away from any entry points, keeping you closer to himself within the darker recesses of his home, where you find a collection of various wares that he has. I don't suppose that any of you brought any food.
Some.
Well, I can pay good money for food. What you got?
I'm afraid it's not much better than rations, but it is food.
One can only hope whenever there happens to be outsiders. But this, I guess it's fine. How many rations are you willing to part with?
What about this? And the Wild holds up one of his pheasants.
That's fresh. Where did you get this? Never. Wait. Yes. Don't tell me. Where'd you get this?
Somewhere from a goblin.
Oh, I'm gonna be gobbling this pheasant.
That's
for sure.
I get it.
Or I'll sell it for a bundle.
No, that's what I'm doing.
I'm gonna eat it for sure. All right. Let's say 500 gold pieces.
Done.
Oh, really? Awesome. Here you go. And he hands you a sack of coins.
Fantastic. Easiest 500 gold I've ever made.
I have a feeling about Dream Gold.
Oh, man. Thank you so much. I can't wait to turn you into something I can eat slowly over time. All right. Does anyone else have anything else? I've got more money. I've got other trade goods as well, if you're interested.
I'm afraid we've little more than hardtack and field rations, most of us, but tell me, why are you so keen to buy?
Well, there's no food.
There's no food.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, if you dig deep hard enough and invade the homes of the people, and not that I would ever recommend doing such a thing, and I definitely would not say that the objects that you see here come from those places, but yeah, you can eventually find some food. I mean, people stay alive somehow, but it's hard to come by.
Drausken's gonna kind of like turn to Lynn and raise an eyebrow.
No. That's not true. That's not true. That's definitely not true. There's an abundance of food. There's plenty of food. You just go to the night market and just somewhere down the main road, and you'll find stalls of all sorts and people selling their wares and their foods like it's always been.
Sweetheart, I've been all around this place, and I've been up and down the streets, and I know every stone, and I have upturned every stone to definitely not find the things that are in here. And
why are you touching the stones? You're not supposed to touch the stones.
well, I'm not supposed to do a lot of things, but a guy's got to survive. I mean, you know, right? You're still alive.
Right.
Uneasy
Lynn just kind
silence.
of
Very long,
wide-eyed.
uneasy silence there.
Oh, you
Her stare just kind of drifts off to nowhere. She kind of raises a hand slowly and just touches her fingertips to her cheeks.
everything all right? You act like you've never been here before.
This is my lady's kingdom, is it not? This is the Cath.
Yes, it is. It is the land of Xian Shang.
That's right. That is our empress. That is my lady's name, Mistress Xian Shang. Where
Wait,
are the golden lights? Where are the immaculate carved streets? Where are the
oh. I think I get it. You've been asleep a long time, haven't you?
I don't remember.
No, what you're describing sounds like the dream world.
Oh.
This here's the waking world.
So, you go different place when you sleep?
Yes, that's right. There is no rest for any of us, except death. Did you bring any death with you? Because I could use some.
Lots. I'll grab him by the shirt and just hold up the claws.
He's like, oh, glory be.
Oh, not so fun. Okay, he puts him down.
Well, maybe next time.
Noted.
Well, you know, when you go to sleep around here, it ain't exactly restful. You just get back to work.
If you're looking for death, it seems like there are easier ways than waiting for someone to stumble into the realm and murder you.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But you know, the lady, she makes that difficult sometimes.
So you can starve, but not to death.
Oh, we can starve to death. We manage not to. You know, those survival instincts kick in. You know, and they can prevent you from wanting to be hungry for too long. You start to go a little crazy. You haven't eaten anything in a long time. You start to see stuff. You might not also be able to help but to fall asleep, and who knows when you're going to wake up after that. I mean, you might just die like that.
Hmm.
By the way, you did get plenty of sleep before coming, right?
Yes.
That's good.
I can go a very long time without sleeping, but you can't go forever without sleeping.
Nope. No, it's not possible. You got to get lucky. You got to wake up somehow. And then as soon as you wake up, you got to find something to eat. It's probably been a time. There's only one fella I know that knows how to get in and out. And this guy, his name is Master Tang. You want to meet him?
Lynn, you know this person.
Oh yeah, I've dealt with him before. I get to know people when there's only a few awake at any given time.
Lynn, do you know this person he's speaking of?
Do I know a Master Tang?
You do not.
Not
even a check. Like you have never heard of this person.
No, I've never heard of this Master Tang. If he does not work in the palace and he does not work in the city, I don't know.
How long do people usually stay asleep?
That's real hard to measure because when you're observing someone, you don't usually make it that long, right? We're all sort of exhausted all the time. Not great for a sense of, much of anything. It's really hard to focus. It's hard to apply oneself, although because we're constantly called to apply ourselves even while asleep. You see, our good lady, the Empress, she has a vision of how this city is supposed to be. And the way she likes to see it is within the realm of her dream world. But every time she builds it up, there's something wrong, right? And she wants to change it again, and she makes new plans every single night. And so we break it down, and we build it up again. And we break it down, and we build it up.
I take your point.
Yeah. It's real hard labor. It's real hard labor. And good luck trying to do much around town here. The creatures of the night, they come out when the nightingale bell rings. And, if you're asleep, they'll just move you to the side if you're in the way, and they'll be real gentle-like with you. But if you awake, hey, I got an idea. One of these creatures, Jiang Qi, is not far from here, and he's on our way to Master Tang. I don't suppose you are using those weapons that are on your persons. If you are, then might I employ you to rid us of one of these creatures of the night?
Yes.
Drausken's gonna turn and look at Lynn again.
Yeah, Loraphyra is not going to look directly at Lynn, but she's definitely thinking, like, her eyes kind of slide sideways.
Anyway, 25 gold for a ration if anyone's interested in.
You seem very focused. How do you manage it?
That's very nice of you. I am stark raving mad. I don't know if you've noticed. I lost my marbles long ago. Rational thought has exited the pagoda, so to speak. It just ain't here anymore. As a rational person might ask the bigger questions, like, how come I haven't just ran into the mists? How come I haven't drowned myself in the sea? How come I haven't just stabbed my friends while they were asleep to prevent them from experiencing more and more of this abject horror that we live in every day. And instead, they might find joy in collecting doodads and trading gold to people with food.
Survival instincts and community. That's why.
What were we talking about?
I take my ration, a bundle of 5 days worth. I push them forward, and I say, take them. And I'll not see a single coin for them.
Oh, well, you might be the nicest person I've ever met. I'll tell you what, I still want you to have something, but it doesn't have to be gold. Let's call it a gift. You all right with that?
If it pleases you.
It does. Oh, let's see. What do I got here? Oh, here you go. Here's something valuable. Here. And he digs around in his pack and he finds something. It's a little rectangular thing. And he holds it up to you. It's very thin and has a metal back. And as you turn at it, it's glass. And Lynn, you see your reflection.
I take the small glass in my hand and just kind of transfixed to continue looking at it.
Now, that there is a mirror. And I'll let you look at yourself. In case you forget what you look like.
Those very nice.
That's right.
Make brushing mane much easier.
Yeah,
to find where tangles are.
Well, I got 2 more. You want one?
Have one. The wild is prepared for grooming.
Oh, wow. That's impressive.
I've forgotten a great many things. Thank you. This means a lot to me.
Oh, well, thank you for the food, because survival means a lot to me. Well,
shall we?
I suppose.
Well,
Last question before we head out.
Oh, sure.
Anything else of value in that bag?
Oh, yeah. Ah, crap. You're going to rob me, aren't you?
Not necessarily.
What do I have to do?
We could trade.
Oh, okay. I thought that was going somewhere else. Okay. Listen, I'll just start out with my best thing, okay? You ready? Okay, second best thing. My second best thing. This here is called a spyglass. It allows you to see things from real far away. Ooh. Give it a try.
I've used one before. I'll take it and look through it just to make sure it actually works.
Yep.
Pull it away. There's a big black circle around your eye.
That's
Find joy in the little things when you're horrified all the time.
Well, anyway, you got any food you'd be willing to trade for it?
I have a great deal of gold.
I guess.
What else do you have?
Well, I got here's another glass object I got, and you hold it like this, and you could see things that are real small.
Indeed.
Makes them look kind of big. Also, you can cook ants with it.
There's your food.
Right, but I ate all the ants.
Oh.
Ran out of that idea a while ago. You didn't think, we could just run out of ants at some point. Hey, you can run out. Turns out you can run out of anything, except work.
That's sad.
You seem to have a strange proclivity for objects that let you see things.
I know, isn't that weird?
Have any other things?
Well,
What
I've got
your
some-
best
I've got-
thing? You said second best. What best?
Well, I got this thing. And he pulls out a large red pitcher. Very, very big sort of beaker. And he says, this is a big old potion of healing. It'll basically fix anything. But, you try to do it while you're fighting in Jiangxi, and you're going to, it's going to be too late anyway. So, anyway, I would typically sell this for 2,500 gold or, some rations. So it's this is the best thing I have. So in game terms, you all recognize this thing as a potion of supreme healing.
Oh.
How many rations are you looking for?
27.
Yeah, Adam.
15.
Ooh.
21.
15, and we kill a Jiangxi.
Ooh.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy!
Oh no.
Use guidance on yourself, man.
This is how you do it, me.
Right?
I'm doing a good job.
Gonna tell myself how
party?
I would persuade this person.
Just amounts to like taking your time.
You throw a hard bargain. Yes, but 17. Deal? What you say?
Deal.
Drausken's gonna turn and look to the rest of the group. Well, I've got 5.
I'll get the other 12. She pulls out of the bag of holding and just starts putting them down in front of the guy.
I think we have a deal.
Drausken, you say 15. He say 17. Why you no say 16?
Because I accepted. I interrupted. I should have waited a little longer.
Feels like money left on table.
Buying goodwill.
1 gold of goodwill.
1 ration of goodwill.
He holds
which
all the
here-
rations.
That's true. The exchange rate is like
The exchange rate on rations is real high.
bananas.
Well, when you're in a domain of dread and you literally cannot trade with any outside forces, your money is going to be pretty much worthless. So
And 17.
All right. I
There
pulled
you
5 from Drausken, so 12 from Tania, or from Yi-Ling.
For our audience, I had 2 explorers packs from the wardens, so lots of rations.
This is why you loot corpses. Even if the
Loot them
reward seems like
bodies.
it's pointless.
It was for bows, but plus that.
Loot
Well-
them bodies.
he pops one of the things opens and he starts eating like hungrily, ravenously.
Cookie Monster. No. You can't get the food in your mouth fast enough.
Anyway, I got some other food here. I've got some clothes. I've got more healing stuff.
Would you recommend that we blend in? Or does it
Blend
not
into what?
matter? What we find here, I suppose.
It sounds as though the waking world has very few people come in and go in. We will stand out.
The fact that we're awake makes us stand out.
I didn't even think about that.
Well, I've exhausted all of my local currency.
Mm.
So
I did have a question. Can you tell us more about these Jiangshi other than they are monsters that would kill us?
That's about it.
That's what they look
They-
like, what their natural weapons,
Oh,
natural
oh, oh.
armor.
Yeah, they got claws. They float around. They look like people.
They float how far off the ground?
Not far. And they kind of they go ooh, and then they like fly at you, and then they like rip your body parts off. It's really
Charming. How charming. Well.
yeah.
Anyone
They
ever-
actually look a little bit like her.
she's
Wait.
originally from here, probably.
Oh, that's incredible. That's
Look at those hands. I mean, that's like Jiangshi hands, straight up.
What an odd coincidence.
Lin,
I use them for tilling soil.
Lin, are you Jiangshi? Are you one of those things?
Anywho, what is this other healing stuff you were talking about? Drausken's going to try and distract the guy while the Wild is chatting with Lin.
And he's like, huh? Oh, yeah. And he gets back to talking with what you're doing. He's completely forgotten about Lynn.
Then you can rip off body parts. Could be very useful. One Yangshi versus one Yangshi and 4 friends of Yangshi. Me think we win.
Oh no, that's not. I'm not. I'm not I'm a gardener.
Lin not seem sure.
Perhaps the Raven Queen's influence has made her different, so
The Wild not know.
as long as she is on our side, it does not matter. Anyway, who's going to carry this giant potion?
And so that's why this one's called Dango. Right? And you can see it's on the skewer like this. Would you like one?
That's food, isn't it?
Yeah,
Isn't that important to you?
it is. Oh, yeah, good point. I have not slept in a long time.
Few arrows short of a quiver.
Aren't we all, really?
I have some arrows and a quiver. You want one?
I'm good, thank you.
Oh, okay.
One last question, if you would. Where might we go if we wanted to find you again?
Are you sure you're not a Jiangshi? I am almost certain. I look at those fingers, those claws, and that is for sure.
Well, she's not attacking you, right? So she must not be one.
That is a really good point.
Sorry, you're getting distracted. Can we focus? Where can we find you in the future?
Oh, I'm gonna
Taking
stay right here. I'm staying right in this house.
Okay.
So you want to come back? You want to see me? That's great.
If we find
otherwise,
any more food out there, we'll be sure to
I don't-
find you again.
I don't look. Oh, that would be great. I would really appreciate that, but there's probably none.
Are you not taking us to Mr. Tang?
Yeah, if you kill the Jiangshi,
Oh,
then I'll show
I
you
see.
where to go.
I see. All right, and what direction is it?
North. Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna run into one.
Are
There's
there-
probably more than one.
I was about to say, are there that many?
You might also find ghouls, ghosts, skeletons.
That's what's been good to
unspeakable
know.
horrors.
So this
That
realm
sort of
also
thing.
has an issue with the undead.
Oh yeah. Every time that bell sounds and you hear that, all hell's about to break loose.
How
How
often
often?
does it sound?
Every night. Every night you can count on when. And that's when the lady ascends to the top of her tower. She rings her little bell, and then all the ancestors come out to play. But they play a little
So-
rough.
Every night, once a night, when the Empress is in the bell tower.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
Why?
So we can avoid the monsters, obviously.
That makes sense.
And when the sun rises, that's when they are going back to bed.
That's right. They retire, and we work, but we're asleep, unless we're not. In which case, we're trying to find food, which we don't.
But you have.
But I have, yes. I'm good at this. You see, I got a little system. My system is right here. And he shows you his sleeping dog. When I get too tired, when I'm about to pass out, I wake him up. And then when I fall asleep and he gets real tired, he just bites me.
Ow.
And it ain't easy to wake up someone who's sleeping here. It's hard to get out.
Well, seems like you have a good system with your friend.
And
Yep.
then your animal gets food. That's good too.
Well, he doesn't eat me usually.
Well, like little bite.
Yeah, but it's more of like wake up, not a you're dead, I'm gonna eat you
Mm.
kind of thing.
Mm.
We're
thank
friends,
you.
we don't talk much because one of us is always asleep, but we really get each other.
Very
Well, thank
good.
you for teaching us what we need to know to survive here. I'm sorry, I'm old. Did we get your name?
Nope, you never asked because you're rude.
Well, may I have your name, please, good sir?
Crap, I didn't ask your name either. Oh, I'm just as
You're
bad.
rude.
Our rudeness is evened out.
My name is Shi Mu. Well, you could just call me Mu.
Well, thank you, Moo. It was a pleasure meeting and trading with you.
Yeah, what's your name?
I am Drausken.
Drausken. Maybe I'll have a dream about you.
Hopefully it's better than most around here.
That'd be nice.
Be well, friend. We'll return once we've taken care of your monster problem.
Farewell, Drausken and your servants.
Mm.
You're goddamn right.
Get the fuck out of here, Walter White.
There's a bodyguard.
Okay, so with that, let us take you to the map.
To a map.
A map, a map, a map, a map.
Amok, 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 amok.
Come on, come on.
You are wearing the shirt for it.
I am. I'm wearing my Hocus Pocus shirt. I don't know if anyone can tell, but it's got the book and shadows and an eye and skulls for some reason.
You have to have a skull to be a proper witch.
It's
Them's just the
She's ready to
rules.
eat the souls of children.
Obviously.
on the grave of Billy Bones.
Billy Boy. Sorry.
Rise, Billy, rise. Anyway.
I have seen that movie
Yeah.
once about 5 years ago,
Everyone should watch it at least once.
but I have seen it and Hocus Pocus too.
Yeah. Really?
Yes, I enjoyed it.
It was good. Especially if you have siblings.
Okay, so you are now on the marketplace streets of Ikath.
It is all dark for me. I'm seeing nothing but black.
Mm.
Oh,
I
we have dark vision.
see. Let's see what. Oh, you don't have vision.
That'll do it.
Oh.
That'll do it because
There it is.
there should be some global illumination in this case.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be limited. Is anyone else completely blind right now?
Yet.
I can see just fine.
Okay, very good.
All right, so we're heading north from Moo's place, yeah?
Moo.
What is the plan, Commander? Or sorry, General.
My lord. Thanks.
Drausken's fine. None of you are my soldiers.
I
And
feel
most
like
of you wouldn't last half a day anyway.
wouldn't be so sure about that. But I feel like right now we maybe are.
As we're doing this, I would like to climb up onto the rooftop here and basically
so.
follow the group from the rooftops, and I'd like to maintain stealth.
Are you gonna use your pretty wings?
Oh, that's Moo. I'm like, what the heck is that?
I'm not going to use my wings because I only get those for an hour.
Valid.
Can you make it across some of those gaps, man? It's a pretty
yeah.
wide street.
I mean, the first gap is 30 feet, which is easily traversable if you have 30 strength.
Yeet.
So I know you have a ring of jumping or something. Oh, no,
Featherfall.
Oh man, we should get you the boots of springing or whatever if we can.
Yeah, that'd be super cool.
Even more cat power.
Yes. Let's see. If it's not a jump I can make, I'll just like skirt through this tree and use cover. But basically I'm just trying to shadow them from a higher vantage point.
Go ahead and just give me a stealth roll.
Okay.
And meanwhile, while he is doing that, what are the rest of you doing?
Following Drausken.
Yeah,
Lynn
Drausken's... Go ahead.
Me too.
Lynn has been following idly. Most of the time, she has just been transfixed on the mirror she's been holding. You kind of basically have to drag her to get her to where you guys are going. She's just lost in thought.
Yeah, Loraphyra is on Lynn duty, keeping her moving while Drausken and Yi-Ling are the vanguard.
Actually, Yi-Ling, why don't you head to the back of the line?
Very well.
If these things can jump out from anywhere, I'd rather know that our cleric isn't going to be all alone back there when one does.
Yes, sir.
Much obliged. Also, just for my own housekeeping notes, who has the potion that we bought?
Who wants it? Who needs it the most? I mean, I can get anywhere pretty quickly, assuming I'm not down, which I do frequently.
There's that.
But
I feel like Drausken should be holding it.
I feel like
probably a
Drausken should
good-
not.
I think Yi-Ling should have it in the bag of holding, because then it's reasonably accessible to everyone.
Drausken is both the most likely to be hit and the least likely to be able to break away from wherever he's engaged to go help someone.
Mm.
okay, go for duty. Accepted.
Well, you have the shoes for it.
Right?
Shoes are made for running.
The shoes of don't get opportunity attacks against you.
Yeah, and the step of the wind.
Shoes of speed.
Drausken, as he's kind of making his way through the streets, is definitely going to be head on a swivel. He is checking rooftops, he's checking alleyways, he's looking everywhere to see if there's any kind of threat as he makes his way.
Give me a perception.
Yi-Ling's doing the same in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Loraphyra is keeping head up and looking around. Oh boy.
What?
Dane's
the
dice
what?
strike again.
Oh, mine were better.
All right.
Okay, go
Yi-Ling. So Drausken is looking around, but you're almost swiveling too much as you are kind of getting paranoid from all sides. Because it is very quiet. And, you know, in your experience, quiet means everyone's about to die. And Yi-Ling, you keep kind of a clear head as you're looking around, and you actually notice that to the east, over on the other side of the river, you saw some movement before it disappeared. And you got the sense that there was something moving, something about human-sized, and it seemed like it was gliding before it vanished out of your sight. Meanwhile, Loraphyra, you hear some scraping and movement in this little green hut next to you. And yes, that is where we're at.
Yi-Ling will let Loraphyra know in a murmur, and so she can pass it on up to the front.
I'll pass.
About the...
Yeah, I'll pass back to her about the scraping in the green roofed building, and then tap Drausken on the shoulder. Probably startling the fuck out of him.
What is it?
Yi-Ling saw movement across the river. I heard something in that building up ahead with the green roof.
Green River.
Straight ahead. And then I will be keeping pace with Lynn, because I don't want her wandering off into whatever this is.
Okay. Things remain very still and very quiet.
How much illumination do we have here? I'm assuming there's not like a lot of street lamps. You said there were like glowing purple lights.
There's these things.
Yeah, there's those things. There's also moonlight that's out, but everything is right now very low light. So for those of you with dark vision, you are not going to incur penalties on ranged attacks. However, if you do not have dark vision, while you can see okay, your vision is inhibited by movement in the night sky.
Give me a second. Drausken's going to drop down and load his crossbow.
I'm gonna catch up with Lynn and gently like put a hand on her elbow, trying to get her to stop.
She shows no resistance.
As Drausken loads his crossbow, that click that he makes is the loudest thing in this entire street. And then you begin to hear more sudden scraping happening coming out of this building. And then you could hear from a little bit further north a sort of groan.
Drausken's just literally going to hand his crossbow to Lynn as he pushes her back and steps up to pull out his sword and shield.
Yeah.
Lynn, I guess, breaks eye contact with the mirror for the first time in 15 minutes. As she is forced to hold on to something else.
Mhm.
And it's a heavy crossbow, so it's not small.
I might not be moving anywhere.
It's not a ballista, but it's no.
Like carrying a slapoline.
That's a different character of mine.
You guys hear some more scraping from the building in this direction, and you hear someone. Help someone.
Wild.
Someone.
Wild. What is that?
And I'll slink this way. And this is not letting me look.
You hear more scratches and scrapes on the other side of the door to this building.
Okay.
I think you might be inside the building.
He, she, it, they.
Inside.
No, I think the wild is. Maybe
Oh.
that's why you couldn't.
No, I shifted myself over.
Okay.
So Drausken, you see the wild slip away for a second and then come back, and he kind of does one of these, like he makes like a triangle, and then in the house.
Can I figure out what he?
In the fucking house.
Out of nowhere, you hear the sound of shattered glass.
Where is the door to this house? Is it on the side, the back, the front?
Can you ping?
Is it on the north, the east, the south?
What house?
That
one?
This one.
Oh,
The
the
one
I'm
that the
on.
wild is investigating.
Over here.
Okay. Drausken is going to try to motion to Yi-Ling to try and keep an eye on that door if we noticed it when we were moving up.
Or was this on the green or the blue roof house?
Blue roof, I believe.
She'll nod and, but also like sort of keep, making sure that nothing's coming up from behind.
Give me another perception roll, Yi-Ling.
Oh no.
Do better than I did.
Okay, that's good. That's good. 18 is good.
You hear
Heavy breathing.
coming from the inside of this house. Heavy breathing, but Yi-Ling, it's a little bit more. There's a snore.
Let's be more people, she murmurs quietly.
Suddenly, this scratching at this door comes to a stop. And everything in the area goes completely silent.
The wild drops flat onto his belly.
Drausken's going to move up towards that door.
Loraphyra is going to tug Lynn back and in this direction, just to clear the two buildings that we're aware of.
Lynn is just clutching the crossbow in both arms, not even prepared to use it.
All right, Lynn, why don't you give me a perception roll as well?
She's not looking.
Okay. Then let's say, Drausken, what's your passive perception?
14.
14. Okay. Not for any reason, of course.
No, of course
Of course not.
Of course not.
Drausken, we actually overlap on that one. Passive perception. Nice.
He's going to kind of like lean towards the door and see if he can hear anything inside.
As you lean onto that door, you press your ear up and everything is silent. And then you finally hear, oh, and then a crunch and a strike at the door as it breaks open. And you can see this elongated green hand reaching out, slashing at the air. And let's see, that is going to be a 6, which is not going to hit anybody. As you jump away from this thing and the door breaks the rest of the way down. And you see emerging from the shack a strange, emaciated, vile, undead creature dripping with blood and filled with maggots.
Ugh.
And breaking out of this door is another one. And at this point, let us go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh
Cool,
boy.
cool. Tight, tight, tight.
I mean, we came out here to fight things, so you know.
We did. Oh, good. I have cleric initiative.
Right.
Okay.
Advantage on this one.
Yi-Ling, Drausken, Loraphyra, Lynn, the Wild.
I thought that was a 2 for a second for the wild, and I was like, what?
Right. Okay, take the 21.
Okay, doesn't matter, it looks like, because you are at the top of initiative.
Oh, man. Okay. Let's see. I feel like I'm lagging a little bit. All right. Let's.
I'm lagging a little bit on Roll20 as well.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Oh well. Okay. So. We'll leap down and I want to grab the ghoul. Let's see.
All right, your attempt to grab is resisted.
Dang. Okay. I'm gonna use. So I've got two attacks.
I like how he's calculating, and then the number he lands at is 2.
Right.
Okay. All right, so you're just trying it again.
Damn it. Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, he gets lucky this time and is able to resist both attempts
Okay.
and pushes you away.
All right.
Yi-Ling, why don't you go?
She's gonna again just check behind her, make sure there's nothing coming up from behind.
make a perception roll.
Does not want to be caught unawares. Ooh, not good that time. 6.
Okay, very good. All right. You have a bit of a distraction happening.
Well, she's like, okay, nothing clear from behind, so she's just gonna move in front of Lynn and guard the spellcasters, and will take the dodge action.
Okay, you ready yourself against any incoming attacks. Lynn, what do you do?
Lynn is going to clutch onto the crossbow and just start stammering. Just, why don't I remember? Why don't I remember? And just with trepidation begin backpedaling. And that's it.
Okay, Drausken.
All right. Well, Drausken is going to attack the ghoul and then try and knock it down.
Okay.
That checks out.
Okay. A swing and a miss as the creature bends oddly. And then you follow up with a shield bash, which it does not seem like it's going to be able to get around easily. And you send it to the ground.
Just a swipe to keep it backed off, and then just steps in and just drives the shield right into his face.
Mm-hmm. All right, so he falls down prone, whatever that means for him. But that should open up some attacks for your allies.
Kill them quick. Quiet. And I'm done.
Loraphyra.
I'm keeping an eye on Lynn to make sure she doesn't go too far. Keeping an eye around me. I almost kind of absently like snap fingers in the direction of the ghoul for to drop a sacred flame on it.
Okay, so we get a 22.
It's prone, but
Yeah.
but 17 will still.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
But 17 will still beat my spell save DC.
Okay, so it dodges on the ground.
Kind of rolls out of the way. Yeah, I'm more focused on Lynn and what she's doing because this is a bad place for her to go running off.
Yes, it is for sure.
But yeah, I'm keeping watch on her. I'm keeping watch on our surroundings, and that's pretty much my turn.
All right. It is the ghoul's turn. And he's actually already used his turn to attack Drausken, so he is done. Well, his action's done. He can still stand up. So that much he will do as he is skidding around the ground in a sort of unbalanced contortion way, rises back up to standing. This one, however, comes running on all fours like a dog and comes for the wild, swinging wildly with its claws. And too wildly, as it is a hard miss. The wild sees it coming from a mile away. And speaking of which, it is now the wild's turn.
All right. So we're gonna try to grab him, the new one that just showed up.
Okay,
Oh.
that seems a lot better. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Nope. So as he reaches out with his claw to grab you, you just snag his arm.
Nice. So we're gonna drag him. Let's see.
No, it's a ghoul, not a dragon.
We should call Andrew Dragna.
Ha!
All right, so let's take him over here. Sorry. Over here and throw him into the canal.
Okay. Right. So second athletics.
Okay.
Oh no.
What?
All right. So the second attempt stays as this thing reaches out with an elongated claw and digs into the railing behind him. And it begins to scratch in a way. And as you are at that position, you see the wild floating by is the completely stiff, almost like a board, straight line body with arms outstretched, elongated forward, and a long braid from the back of its head is one of these creatures that was told to you. One of the Zhang Shi emerges. And it lets out an unworldly wail, and a chill runs up everyone's spine. So we add it to the initiative. All right. Yi-Ling.
Wait, Ying's gonna turn to her shoulder because instead of like summoning her raven, she just turns and he's always there.
Yes.
Fabio, keep an eye on the rear. Make sure nothing comes up from behind. And then she will send him off and then move forward to focus on this ghoul. With the glaive. And a glaive.
Okay, a 25 certainly hits. And the ghoul is not going to be hit by a 13. Wait, no, that's not correct. I was looking at the wrong thing. I should full screen this. All right, here we go. So, actually, you know what I should do? Yeah, there we go. Now we're cooking. All right, here we go. Now I can see them side by side.
Now we're cooking with charcoal.
That's right. So a 13 does hit.
And then on the bonus action, unarmed strike. Ooh, that also hits. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Glaive, and unarmed strike. Oh wait, no, sorry, I can't do the unarmed strike. I'm too far away.
I was going to
Please
say, I
ignore
don't
that
want to be
one.
that person.
No, it's been 2 weeks, guys. I don't remember anything about how to play Yi-Ling anymore.
Yi-Ling recently double-classed as Dalsim. She's literally punching from 10 feet away.
So-
gadget Yi-Ling on leg.
You slash into its chest, a blow that would kill anything else. Instead, you just see rotted flesh kind of falling out and splatting against the ground. Your second strike slices off the top of his head, exposing its brain. Makes no difference. It is still
weapon?
moving. No, I mean, you're still doing full damage.
Okay.
It's undead.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That is it for now.
Okay, Lynn, you're up.
Lynn is not sure what she's doing. She's staring down the road, and even though she has relatively good vision in the night, she just can't bring herself to look at the horrific things in front of her. She is stepping this way.
Right, things are scary. That is, in this place, while the architecture is reminiscent of your home, the look and feel of it is completely foreign. Drausken.
So, having had fought many a zombie-like undead in the past, can I get any assessment of, is this thing like badly damaged, likely to die quickly, or is this thing like still going full steam?
That is a really good point. You are very well familiar with undead. This one is a type that you have seen before, whereas the Jiangshi is quite new. You've never seen a Jiangshi before. But this is a simple ghoul, and while it can still fight with its full force, it would go down with just a little bit more. It is badly injured, but it just doesn't know it.
All right. It's taken sufficient trauma that it's probably not going to keep kicking for long. We just have to stay on our guard until it does go down.
Whatever spirit is currently puppeteering this thing will lose connection.
Cool. All right. Well, in that case, we're going to go ahead and do that thing again. One attack and then an attempt to knock down. That's better.
23 hits. And 5 is enough, even without any other bonuses. It goes down.
Excellent.
Okay, anything else?
And then we are going to move up into this position. If it looks like the wild has things in hand with the other ghoul, I'm going to kind of let him do whatever he needs to. But I want to be in a position where I can either try to block this mystery monster from moving on the back line or help the wild if it comes to it.
Okay. All right, here we go. You feel tired, Drausken. I mean, you always feel tired. You always feel low on energy, and you feel the aches and pains of the years of combat. But as this creature looks at you, that sense of fatigue becomes stronger and more pervasive. I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Jesus.
I will point out before our kind and generous GM says anything that we do have one in the dead pool.
Go ahead. I'll second it.
That's...
Yeah.
I will go ahead and use that then, if I may.
Absolutely. Thank
Come
you,
on,
Duke, for saving
thank
Drausken's ass.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Drausken's kind of like...
Ugh.
Okay, so you only take 12 necrotic damage. Okay.
What do I feel? Like, I'm assuming that I'm just not so tired that I lose hit points.
You're not 24 hit points tired. You're only 12 hit points tired.
Yeah, so you feel like your energy is being pulled out of your body. It is being drained by this thing. Your very life essence is going away.
I don't have a lot of that left.
And as it steals that energy, you could see its legs elongating, and it begins to lift off the ground, hovering even higher than before. Its arms elongate, the fingers do as well. Its claws are fully drawn out, and it
Loraphyra.
it's looking pretty nasty.
Yes?
Okay.
Don't call me over here for that.
And then in an instant, this thing is right up in your face, right next to you, screeching, and its jaw unhinges, and you can see its teeth growing in place as it looks to bite. Okay, Loraphyra.
I'm going to turn attention in that direction as I hear Drausken calling me, and I'm going to throw a guiding bolt at this thing because it amuses me.
Yeah.
And like she's
And
only
then counter spells it again.
no more fucking counter spell. Oh,
Get
gorgeous.
his ass.
Ooh.
So yeah,
yeah.
just slam
Oh.
like this blue-gray light into this thing as its mouth opens and distends, possibly even like hitting it in the mouth because she's like, nah.
Okay.
Light it up.
So as the smoke dispels from around it, you can see it outlined in the glow of the guiding bolt, and a chunk of its face has been blasted away, and some of its shoulder as well, and still it looks intent on doing Drausken harm.
Okay. I'm going to shift back just to stay close to Lynn. And that is my turn.
Okay, this ghoul is no more. This one, being grappled by the wild, is going to try to slash at the wild with its claws. And these attacks have just not been even close. That's all it can do is it swipes once, and the wild avoids it, pulling his arm in an odd direction to throw off the momentum. And with that, we go to you, the wild.
All right. We're going to try once again to throw the ghoul into the canal.
Okay.
Jeez.
Father.
It manages to stay. Would you like to try again? Yeah, I can take that as a yes. Okay. Well,
yeah.
it doesn't matter as you let up a little bit of slack, actually giving it in balance, and then yanking hard again and throwing it indeed into the water, where it goes it disappears under the water.
Yeah. I didn't imagine a ghoul would be an accomplished swimmer.
I don't think they need to breathe.
Yeah, but they're not up here messing with us. All right.
Pirates of the Caribbean under there now.
Right? I was just thinking exactly that.
And then we'll use our movement and get Drausken's back over here. And that's me.
Very good. Yi-Ling.
All right. Doesn't want to move too far from the spellcasters, but looks like all the threats are at the front. So she's gonna click her boots of speed, just in case she needs to get back to them quickly. And she will once again glaive. Ooh, okay. The first one I don't know because it's not the ghoul, but
Yeah, 13 is a miss, but the 26 critical hit is indeed a critical hit.
I
Hell
don't
yeah.
know if it's gonna do the critical damage on that. I don't think it did.
Yeah, I hope not. Just go ahead and roll a d10.
Yeah. I thought I fixed that, but apparently not.
Okay. So that's 13 damage.
Man, not a lot for a critical hit. I'm a little sad. All right. But you know what I could do spend a key point and do the what's it called? Death strike. Let me just make sure I can do that. Yes. All right. Cool. And I get to do my martial arts die, which I believe is a D6 at this point. Yes, it is. Do. 4 more damage.
Okay, it takes 4 more damage as you slash at this thing, and yet it's still looking pretty aggressive.
The end of my turn.
At the end of your turn, Yi-Ling, you hear squawk, squawk, squawk coming from behind you.
She will turn and see what's behind her.
Well, you can't see anything at the moment, but your companions can.
Oh, shit.
Loraphyra and Lynn, you look to the east where the raven seems to be looking, and you see another Jiangxi on the other side of the docks.
Ciao, Claudio.
Good job, Burb.
Okay.
Oh, someone should have had advantage on that attack on that Jiangxi.
Oh, you're right. Was
BT
that the
dubs.
wild that hit him first?
I
so.
didn't
No, that
attack
was-
the
Yeah, you didn't hit him. It
that
would have
was
been
you.
you.
Yeah, that first one that I missed. Let's just see if I hit it this time. Nope. 5 plus 6 is
Okay.
still
Well, I tried.
13. You know, it was good. Good looking out. It's just Tania rolling, you know. It is what it is.
Tanya and
Right,
Dane in the same game.
Lynn,
I was
Dane's
just...
even worse than me, though. Just saying something.
Lynn's eyes lock to the Jiangxi across from the river, and just with a sudden shiver, she just says, "This was a mistake. I shouldn't have come here. I shouldn't have come here."
all right, and Lynn starts to panic. Drausken.
Okay. Well, Drausken is actually going to bide his time and wait for the creature to do its attack and then take his action. AKA, I'm holding my initiative until after it goes.
Okay, then I am actually going to sort you downward in initiative.
That's fine.
Okay. Okay, so the creature goes to use a slam attack to Drausken.
That'll hit.
14 bludgeoning damage. 12 probably misses. And 20 probably hits for 13 additional damage.
Okay.
And then the thing suddenly turns towards the wild. Actually, Yi-Ling. It's going to turn to Yi-Ling since the wild didn't even hit him. Yi-Ling, give me a con save.
Okay. 22.
Okay,
That's good.
not
That's good.
bad. All right, you do save, and so you only take 10 necrotic damage.
Ooh, I don't like that. Is it, again, that like sort of wash of exhaustion and
Yes,
energy being pulled out.
and while it does so, some of its wounds begin to close. All right,
These
now
things are very bad.
Drausken, it is your turn.
All right. Drausken is like, eyes over here. And takes a swing.
That's more like it.
Which is likely to be a hit.
Mm-hmm.
When he does, he is going to make a distracting strike against it as well.
Ooh.
Okay, very good.
Not a lot of damage, but basically he's kind of like taking his sword and just bringing it up right by the creature's face. Kind of, hey, here, look here.
Right? Yeah.
And then he's going to try and knock it down. Don't know if I can knock it down, but I'm going to try. Probably not with that roll. Oh! Really?
It manages to stay up.
By one?
Oh.
That's always fun.
Probably because it's floating.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to do saving face. I'm going to add an amount to that roll equal to the number of allies that can see me within, I don't know, some amount of room, but it's more than
Perfect.
2 allies, so it's more than 2 to the roll. That is a
Boom.
14
Okay.
athletics.
Very good.
There
then.
you go.
Jump up and just spike down with the shield. Just slam its head towards the ground. And then...
Actually, I did hit. Everybody saw me get the hit. Everyone agrees. It was the most amazing hit they'd ever seen.
It was a beautiful hit. Everyone saw it.
I will mute your ass.
Pick anyone else.
I like how hobgoblins just use gaslighting. That's
Anywho,
Oh.
so yeah, basically just slam the creature down into the ground, and then looks up at the wild. Kill it.
all right. What a grump.
Understood.
Loraphyra.
Okay, well, they seem to have that Zhangxi well in hand, so I'm going to follow our Zhangxi to make sure that she doesn't run off and do herself harm. And I'm still within range of that other one, so I'm going to hurl another guiding bolt at him.
Okay.
17 to hit?
Yes.
Glorious.
All right, 15 damage. Not bad at all. And this thing is lit up like a beacon.
Yeah.
Like a Christmas tree. Then I'm going to turn attention to Lynn and be like, you need to focus. This is the path that we have to take. And that's my turn.
Okay. After a few moments, sorry, everything's running a little bit slow, so I'm not
Roll
moving.
20's been a little bit
It's
hinky.
chuggy for me too.
And I'm gonna move my token there just so that I can see what's going on, so the stream can see what's going on.
So the ghoul reappears on the edge there, but that is its entire turn.
Damn.
All right,
All
it
right.
is the wild's turn.
Rage.
Okay.
So.
I thought I threw him in the river.
All right. And then, with the Zhangqi being knocked down and Drausken giving very clear orders, we are going to just reckless wail on this dude. So we're going 1, 2, 3.
Did you say reckless?
Yes,
Perfect, thank you.
you bet.
All right.
And then here's the red cap for I figure that last one doesn't hit, right?
No, 14 might.
No, that is not a hit.
All right. So we've got, if the first one hit, that's going to be 12. And if the second one hit, that's going to be 13.
It
for a
should
total.
It should 17 hit.
Okay, cool. So 25 total.
Huh?
All right.
25 damage total.
You're not at disadvantage, you know.
No, the third attack, even at advantage, is a miss.
Right.
Okay, I already got all the damage in. He's good.
Yeah.
Cool.
The creature is still up. Well, I mean, it's on the ground right now, and you definitely have been tearing its rotted flesh apart. But it still has lots of fight left.
Okay.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, this one actually should not be next. Let's see. Let's go ahead and resort. Okay, perfect. And now we go to Yi-Ling.
Maybe. This thing's down, right? So that mean advantage?
Yes, it does.
Ooh. I will. Wait. Oof.
Good.
Okay.
Okay, 12's no good, but 21 is on the money.
Just
Okay.
flip those numbers around. We're good.
Those are rookie numbers. You need to get
And
those
I
up.
was reading my shit, and with my Polar Mastery, I can do a hit with the butt of my glaive from this distance, so I will attempt to do that with my bonus action.
Glaive butt.
Nice glaive butt. It doesn't do much, but every little bit, right?
16 is a hit.
Okay, so that damage, and then glaive butt damage. Still kicking?
It's still kicking.
Alright, well, Claudio made an alarm. I need to go check on the others. You two have got this? Yes? Okay. Turns around and just
Drausken
makes...
just kind of like jerks his chin in the direction of the rest of the group.
Okay, that's 50, yeah. Okay, go that. She'll just get over here and see what she can see. Where's Lynn? There's Lynn, okay.
I'm actually next to her. I'm just making sure that I can see what's happening up here
Yeah.
for the stream.
For camera purposes. Alright,
Indeed.
okay. I think then that is good. I will be here and ready for whatever happens next. End of turn.
Lynn.
This was a mistake. I shouldn't have come here. This was a mistake. She is going to try to run off.
Okay. You disappear into the streets of Ikath. Lynn is gone.
I'm much faster than she is.
Okay. With that, the Jiangxi rises to its standing position. And it is going to slam against the wild. Nope. 23.
23 will work.
And 25.
Also good.
All right, and then let's see. Drausken, give me a con save. $21. All right, we're never gonna get full damage on this. All right, so 11 damage. That it is able to draw from you. Okay, and that is all it can do. Drausken.
All right. Well, for lack of other good options, we're going to keep doing what we do. Single weapon attack against it. Get some damage on the stack. And see if we can't try to at least keep it down.
Yeah. Kill.
Probably not with that roll. Oh my god!
Oh,
Nice.
man. So he goes down.
Amazing.
Never say never.
That's right.
Sort of jumps in, stabs it, tries to like pull it and bash it into the ground, and I guess it just kind of falls.
Something in your shoulder goes twang, but something in its face also goes twang.
So yeah, you bring it low once again for the wild, for the wild's convenience.
The wild appreciates it.
Okay. All right. So this Jiangxi. Come on. I'm scrolling. I'm moving. I'm trying to move.
For once, I'm the only one not having problems
We are
with Roll20.
again.
I'm actually doing fine, but
Oh wait.
I think that's the trade-off is our dice aren't being super
There
cooperative.
you go.
20 is.
Okay.
BTT enhancement suite's working again. That's nice.
But hey,
All right.
you
This
know,
thing floats its way over. But that is all it can do.
Don't like that. Don't like that.
Loraphyra,
Do not care for that.
do you want to stay and do battle with this thing, or are you gonna let Lynn run off on her own?
God damn it all. Oh, by the lady. I'm going to how close am I to this thing? Just close enough. I'm gonna throw a sacred flame at it, so it needs to make me a dex saving throw, please.
I see.
Imagine it does fine at those.
Oh. Surprising. I did not realize this.
Oh my.
Okay.
I'll take it.
I did
Yeah.
mention this thing was rather adroit looking. Right. Yeah, it takes 11 damage straight up.
Yeah, 11 radiant damage. And then I'm gonna yell at Yi-Ling. Lynn's run, I'm after her. And just take off after her.
Young lady, if you don't get back here right this instant!
Do you need to use the horn to return? I will cover your back.
You need to use the what to return?
The
You got
horn.
a-
The unicorn horn.
Oh.
You got a middle
Because you
namer.
But yeah, Laura,
I'm not the Russian accent. Hard to understand sometimes.
that's the only time that I've had a hard time actually getting what you were saying. But yeah, I'm gonna take off after Lynn.
All right, the ghoul leaps over the market stall in the railing and lashes out at the wild with a claw attack. Does a 15 hit?
Does not.
Okay, it is another miss as this thing wails at you, and it is back to the wild.
All right. We're just gonna continue to savage the Jiangxi. And it's prone, so I have advantage without going reckless, right?
correct.
Cool. All right.
So if you go reckless, it's just a straight roll.
No, you have advantage regardless.
right.
I just wanted to make you say that you were recklessing last time,
Oh,
so I could
right,
have advantage against him for free.
Right.
Which it didn't end up mattering because the first rolls were the ones hitting, or they were both missing. I benefited nothing from that. 14 is a
Ooh.
miss, 19 is a hit, 22 is a hit.
All right.
All right, so
So we've got 9, and 3 is 12, and then 6 and 2 is 8. So 20.
all right, another brutal series of attacks, but the creature is still fighting.
Okay.
But it is definitely showing signs of heavy damage.
Awesome.
You definitely feel like you're making progress. Yi-Ling, you are up.
Boy. She doesn't want to be too far away from the guys. And also, but attract the attention of this Jiangxi. Hey, floating ugly, over here. She is going to. Can you hold an attack? I forget. and then you use your reaction to do it. Is that right?
Yes,
Okay.
but just keep in mind that is only a single attack.
Oh, you can't do both.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think she's gonna. You know what? She's just gonna take the dodge action since I can attack when it gets within my reach.
Very good. Okay, Lynn is running through the streets, and the Jiangxi stands again, but I'm not going to bother changing it unless he passes next time. Okay, so
Will you stand back up? Will you give me the pleasure of knocking you back down?
it brings up both arms, swinging upwards to strike at Drausken. But a 12 is going to be a miss. And it swings back down, 19 for 20 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
And then it slams one more time. But this time you bring up your shield and defend yourself. Finally, it turns to the wild. Wild, give me a con save.
Okay.
He's good to go. All right. So we are only ever getting half damages on these, but you still take 10 necrotic damage.
Okay. So I would take 5 since I'm raging, right?
No, because you're not bear totem.
Oh,
It's only piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning damage.
gotcha. Okay.
That's why bear totem is like OP and everyone takes it, because the only thing it doesn't block is psychic. But everybody else has to deal. Okay. So that is the end of its turn. Drausken, how do you respond?
Well, I'm gonna try to knock it down again. But I'm a little bit more wobbly on my feet than I have been.
Mm-hmm.
Bit unsteady on your pins.
A bit unsteady on the old pins. Very
Ooh.
unsteady on the old pins.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It still only barely manages to win.
I am going to use my inspiration.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The inspiration is used, and I did not have to change the icon.
And then, since that was my action, for my bonus action, I'm going to second wind.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Sends him back down to the earth. Other Jiangxi is now within range to do stuff. He floats over to Yi-Ling.
I will get him with my reaction full on master.
No, oh yeah, because you have
it's not
the
at advantage,
feet,
sorry.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
okay.
it's not at advantage, so I think I miss.
Yeah, 10's not going to be enough.
I tried. I swipe and I miss.
It also swipes and misses,
Alright.
but then it doesn't.
Oh dear. Okay, don't like that.
All right, 32 total damage.
Oh god. Why 30?
Oh, wait. No, 14's a miss, right?
Right.
Yeah, because you're dodging. So
Yes.
you only take 16,
Okay. Phew.
as you are able to avoid that second attack.
Calculator. Sorry, I'm bad at math. Right.
However, then it extends its arms out to the side and lets out a howling wail, and I need you to make a con save.
Constitution. Is that enough?
Not enough.
Oh, don't
is you take 21
Oh,
con damage or necrotic damage.
oh boy, that's not
21
good to
con
go.
damage. You're dead.
That's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
old school
Man.
D&D, isn't it?
That'd be
That
like
is-
second edition, yeah.
Being
Straight
attacked
up
by
con
shadows.
save or die.
And it in like form, but instead of becoming sort of elongated, this thing gets really bulky and buff looking and almost hulkish. And it lets out more of a bestial roar, even with the dryness of its lungs. Loraphyra, you are running through the streets, or are you turning around?
I'm keeping up with Lynn as best as I can.
Okay, so you run after Lynn, and you see her moving through the streets, and you're a little bit behind, but she's within earshot. Do you shout anything?
I don't want to risk shouting because I don't want to gain attention from other things when it's just the two of us. So I'm just going to redouble speed as best as I can.
Okay.
How far ahead of me is she?
Well, Lynn, what's your speed?
Lynn's ground speed is actually really fast. Her ground speed is 35.
Okay, so 35. She is, what's your foot speed, Loraphyra? Just 30, right?
30, yeah.
Okay. But you also spent an action where she was going into a full dash. So you are, and then you also started out further away.
Mm-hmm.
And if I measure this out, I'm saying, oh wow, so you're exactly 70 feet away from her.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep going after her and hope that at some point she chills. I'm also gonna call Grim and send him to keep up with her.
Okay.
And also be eyes ahead of us, because while my passive perception is very good, I'm also trying to not fall and die.
All right. This ghoul is somehow still alive. And it is determined that it's going to hit one day. And it swings with its claws at the wild and still misses. Okay. Wow.
I appreciate its
shame.
effort.
Yeah. Okay. The wild.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
All right. So.
At 20.
All right. So that first one is gonna be 17 damage.
27 damage. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Very good as you unleash hell on this thing, and you're like panting as it is still alive, but you are sure that it's on the cusp of perishing.
All right. Sounds good. That's it for me.
All right, Yi-Ling, you're in a bit of trouble.
Yeah. Is it a bonus action to drink a potion?
It is not.
Full action? Damn.
Not in 2014.
I thought we house ruled that one.
I was gonna say I thought we did house roll that one too, but I didn't know.
Pretty sure
There are
we
too
did.
many games.
Pretty sure we did.
All right, chat, what do you say?
It's bonus if it's for yourself, but an action if you're putting it in someone
Right.
else's mouth.
For
Because
what
that's
it's
what I
worth,
did.
I
before.
think I remember this as well.
I mean, you can go and look at the session 0 thing that we set up.
I don't know if it was in that thing.
I don't
It
think it
was.
was in.
I'm
if
pretty
there
sure-
was.
It was? Okay.
I have no opinion one way or the other.
Well, I
Fine,
will
I'm going to
follow
look
your
right
index.
now. Okay.
Chat's saying allow it.
Turn is resolved at the end of your action. You may declare your remaining movement, blah, blah, blah. Sanity, when you reach AS size, you must take feats. You must change a prepared spell in a short rest. cost of the hit die, or you may, I mean. Languages provide advantage on knowledge checks. If you die, you're brought back by the ravens. Okay, engage.
I think it was
know what
on
you're doing.
the thing that we all voted on, where we moved tokens on to vote.
Yeah, we didn't do that for this one. But that's okay. If the chat says it is valid, then it is valid. And I run too many games, and I can't keep any of this straight.
I'm in too many of your games, and some of them are just subtly different.
Yeah, that's right.
Chat, quick, tell him we gained 3 levels.
Look, I'm just remembering this from the Tempest fight, and I'll make notes when I rewatch it.
It's fine. You may.
Thank you. I'm gonna drink my potion of greater healing.
Chug.
Did I roll that? Oh, okay.
All right, that's not bad.
Not bad at all. And that potion does not exist anymore. Alrighty. 45, and then I will use my glaive to attack it. Oh god, those are both terrible.
Rough. You're like the ghoul on like all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's typical for me to flip-flop between good and bad hits, so I don't think either of us hit.
Yep.
Well, at least I did healing.
It's good that you did.
Do I need a bonus action to do this? Yes, I need a bonus action to do that. Okay. It is what it is. End of turn.
Okay. I hit next turn, and it's like, what?
I
All right.
it moved. Oh.
Scrolling slowly. Okay, here we go. Okay, this thing is going to open up with its energy drain. The wild, give me a con save.
All right. Boom. There you go.
He cannot be stopped.
All reliable.
You only take 4 necrotic damage.
I ate necrotic damage for breakfast.
You should not do that. That is not healthy. That's
It doesn't taste very, very well either. Like,
Your necro.
really, it's just not my necro.
Like, why am I doing this?
Necros.
Still better than Count Chocula. All right.
Truth. Quick note for you, Adam. Falangor has given you a use of a Deadpool 500 bits.
I need it.
Hell yeah. This ghoul needs it so bad.
It's not even gonna help him.
All right, all 3 of those are going to Drausken.
Well, the first one will hit me.
Is that it? Okay.
That's it.
All right. So only 9 damage as this thing flails about, barely healing it all off of its trying to absorb the wild's energy. But the wild is a very deep reservoir of energy.
A deep reservoir of energy. That was poetic.
He's got the zoomies.
Okay.
He's got the zoomies. That's what it is. He's got the zoomies.
Like my cat's
All right.
running across me at 2 a.m.
Yep.
Exactly.
All right.
All right.
Drausken, what are you doing?
We're gonna do some more attacking.
Hit.
Yeah.
We're doing good with the attacks today.
Don't jinx it, man.
I didn't want to say it.
Right?
I'm gonna say it because I don't want the universe to think I didn't notice.
We notice and we appreciate universe. Thanks.
The universe
All
likes to
right.
be appreciated.
With a final stab, this thing lets out another screech, and then its skin peels off of its bones, which then disconnect from one another and turn to ash.
Gross.
So this is the body horror segment.
Oh.
I mean, it is Lynn's world.
We're ready for this.
Da 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 da
I
da.
hope you picked up the
Lynn's
hints.
world.
Lynn's over here Cronenberging it up, so yeah.
Valid.
All right. Well, when the creature goes down, Drausken is just gonna take a double step forward and just Superman straight into the ghoul and try and knock it prone. Oh well.
All right. It cannot hit anything, but it also is good at standing on its feet. So you got to give him
This
that.
one has proven rather resilient to athletics
Right.
checks against it. So
Yes.
Like, I'll stand my ground, and that's it.
Is the pacifist ghoul.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
But he keeps coming back to the fight. He wants to be in the fight, just participating poorly.
Wow. Way to
Hey.
kill him from the inside.
ghoul with
Hey.
levels of monk is terrifying.
Speaking of killing you, let's see.
No, thank you.
Yi-Ling, attack
Oof.
number 1,
Ugh.
attack number 2,
Ugh.
Jesus.
attack number 3.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
So that's 9 plus
34 damage.
34 total. Oh,
18, yeah, 34 damage, yeah.
thank God I drank that potion. 'Cause I'm still up, baby.
Well, let's
11
see. As I
No.
need you to now make a con save.
Oh,
God,
God.
motherfucker.
Ooh.
That just misses, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not enough.
And I
Oh.
at a cost. I don't have anything to offer. It's just so close.
Be at a cost?
21 points
That
of
would bring
necrotic
me
damage.
down, but if half of that would still be 11, right?
Well, yeah, if you were to
Yeah,
pass.
So there's no point in succeeding at a cost. Well, add 1 to my death count, which is I
Krillin
think
owned
definitely
counter.
the highest of everyone in the group.
It's not death count, it's downed count.
Down count, death. Death
There
is
is there is a difference.
There's a big difference.
We're still only at 1 death each.
is.
Oh, yeah. I
Okay, and
Technically, I think Lynn has 2.
instead
Claudia,
of moving towards the
maybe?
next target, this creature poises to reach down and to begin tearing Yi-Ling apart.
Claudia was setting up a rockets.
Holy shit.
Loraphyra, you keep chasing after Lynn, but you are disappearing further and further into the streets. Lynn, you see one of the ravens swoop by you, and it is it caws in your ear. And you realize that it is a messenger of the Raven Queen. But Lynn, how do you react to that?
Why did you take me here?
The bird does not respond. Okay.
Why can't I remember?
Does she stop or slow down at all when she's asking these questions?
Yes.
Okay, so you start to slow down. Do you stop or slow down?
She's slowing down
Okay.
significantly.
All right. It kind of flies in front of you, kind of bumping you a little bit, but just really trying to get your attention and not trying to, do any harm. But it continues fluttering about, and then finally, Loraphyra, you find yourself about 35 feet away from her as you begin to close the distance at last. Do you want to try to say or signal anything?
I'm going to regret this later, but I think it's worth it. I'm going to, as I'm getting closer and I realize she's slowing down, I don't want to risk her suddenly get another panic rush. I'm going to close my hands around myself, kind of like a raven's wings, and snap my fingers, and I'm going to use the gift of the Raven Queen to appear 5 feet away from her.
Oh, very nice.
As I Misty Step.
Yes. All right. So you appear right next to your friend.
Lynn. Lynn, can you hear me?
I shouldn't have come here. I shouldn't have come here.
This is where you need to be.
All right, and right there, we are going to take a pause.
All right.
All right.
Let's do a little break.
Oh, a break sounds like a wonderful idea. We will be back. We'll be back very shortly, everyone. Stand up, stretch, get some water, use the bathroom, refill your drinks. We will be back very shortly. See you all soon.
Oh, God.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Death, as we're about to face the consequences of actions. But before we do that, thank you, Valkyrie Marie, for the 500 bits to give the player some blessed dice and a head pat for Lynn. So, Lynn, pat.
She needs it.
Oh my goodness, yeah. More points for the
Shouldn't
dead.
touch her in this state.
No, there's a reason that Loraphyra didn't grab for her when she took off running. She was like, I might lose a finger, and I like those.
Yeah, good thing Yi-Ling's not chasing her, actually.
You might say you're attached to them.
You know, just a little bit. Just a wee
our
bit.
map went away. In our turn order. Oh,
Our map
there's
changed.
Okay. There's something happening. Gotcha.
Unskippable cutscene has started.
That's right. Correct.
The unskippable cutscene.
Gods above.
Okay, so Loraphyra, you have caught back up with Lynn, and she is finally standing still. And we're gonna go. We're gonna go slightly out of initiative here. As the two of you, I'm gonna give you some time to have an exchange, and then depending on what happens, we'll catch back up with combat just after. So, Loraphyra, you see Lynn in front of you, trembling, truly afraid, saying over and over again, why did we come here? Why am I here? I shouldn't be here.
I'm going to circle around in front of her, being careful not to touch her. Lynn, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Shouldn't have come here.
It is no small thing to face down everything that you believe to be true and find some of it, at least, to be wrong.
That's not it. I fear for what is true. What if I am one of them? How long until I fall back under my mistress's spell? How long until I am once again thrall to her whims?
None of us can help the way that we're born or made. But you have choices. I watched you in Tempest. You are stronger than you think you are. Your roots go deep.
That's precisely why I can't be here.
What do you remember?
I remember darkness. I remember soil, cold and wet. I remember a sky of gray. Piece by piece, slowly being taken from me. Each breath drawing shorter and shorter. I remember the numbness. I remember heat leaving my body. I remember not feeling the tips of my fingers, the ends of my toes. And then all else is the garden. Sowing seeds, tending weeds. Over and over. Without rest, without cease.
I am not going to say that this is going to be easy. Standing up against your lady, I can't even imagine if I had to stand up against the Raven Queen. And I think your lady is to you as the Raven Queen is to me. But I believe in the strength that I have seen in you. I believe in the person who was chosen for this. And you appear to be Zhangxi. What of it? You are yourself. You are Lin.
And what would you do if she turned me against you?
Everything in my power to bring her down. And everything in my power to remind you of who you are and can be. But I do not believe that you would have been chosen if it was inevitable that you had to jump when she snapped her fingers. I believe you have a choice. And I think that you are brave enough to take it.
And if you had to choose between my life or your sacred mission, could I prevail upon you to kill me?
If that is what you wish, but I cannot promise that my lady will not intervene. But if you truly wish that rest, then I will do what I can.
She reaches inside for the pocket mirror once more, trembling in her hands. I don't want to hurt any of you.
I don't think you will. I think when push truly comes to shove, you can't.
So, Lynn, when you look into that small mirror that was given to you, what is your reaction to what you see inside?
It is that uncanny sensation of looking at yourself, but everything is just distorted in all the very slight and wrong ways. She's in frame, she's gaunt, she is pallid. It is like looking at yourself as a corpse. And even staring into her own eyes, she sees almost what she was seeing when she did Jiangxi on the streets not too long ago.
All right, with that, I am going to move us back into the battle map and return to our initiative order. As our ghoul was up next, and it is still gnawing and swiping and attacking at the wild, completely singularly focused on the beast man, and yet unable to connect. Perhaps this time will be different. It swings its claws, and it rolls a 1.
Past
Still,
performance can be an indicator of future returns.
speaking of returns, it is now your turn.
All right. Let's give him some more of the business. So we're gonna go bam, bam, bam.
All right. The first is a miss. The second is a critical hit, followed by a miss.
Yeah. All right. So 14 damage.
14 total damage to this thing, which is still, it doesn't sound like a lot, but that is a lot for a ghoul.
Great.
As that thing is badly hurt, and Drausken, you can see that it is quite weakened from that blow.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. And I am done.
Yi-Ling, I need a death saving throw.
Okay.
1 success. All right, Lynn. Well, we just did that scene. The Zhangxi. Instead of ripping your body apart, it simply takes its fingers, places them.
That's the dead one.
You're right.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, that is the dead one.
Don't rip me apart yet.
Okay. All right, Drausken, what do you do?
Does Drausken see it start to do?
Well, you see it reaching down towards her face.
Okay. Yeah. Drausken, once he arrived there, he's going to kind of pan around, and if he sees this thing, looming over Yi-Ling, he is going to react in a panic and shout to the wild that Yi-Ling is hurt and she needs help. And then he is going to book it.
Okay, hobble as fast as he can.
Yeah, only less of the hobbling and more of the single-minded, I need to be there now. And so we are going to move and then dash.
Okay, you take off running towards Yi-Ling to intervene on her behalf.
Indeed. I do think that gives the ghoul an opportunity attack against me, so hopefully I don't arrive on scene paralyzed, but we'll see.
Yeah, so I kind of illustrated before, it is singularly focused on the wild, and so it doesn't really even notice you moving away. So you run over to intervene, but the Zhangxi takes Yi-Ling by the face and forces open her eyes and mouth, and it opens up its own mouth, and you can see the energy draining from Yi-Ling into the creature, so it drinks her soul. So that is going to be one saving throw, death saving throw failure for Yi-Ling, but it's not a critical hit because he did not strike you. He would rather drain you of your energy than rip your body apart.
That makes sense.
Now, here's the other thing, Yi-Ling. You see something very different. You see a beautiful version of this same map, festival. It is bright and colorful, and you see lots of people milling about, working really hard on the various things, their various tasks that they're supposed to do. Townspeople of all kinds nearby. And the whole city, from its dilapidated look, turns into a maze of near perfection.
Takes that in.
All right, and with that, I will do this a few times. I may have a few maps here.
Yeah.
Just a few.
So, again, not sponsored, but could be sponsored. Shepeku maps. These are really amazing. They save me so much time, and they look so much better than anything I can make.
Not true, but
Okay.
they do look nice.
Anything I could do given time.
Right. You could probably make
There it
them,
is.
but this is
There it is.
this is a huge time saver.
Yeah, massive. So I am very happy to pay them for these assets. Anyway, so the Zhangxi, as I was illustrating before, is continuing to drain her energy.
That was a good drain face, Tiana. Tanya.
Okay.
You're welcome.
You're
Loraphyra is in dialogue. The ghoul is still alive, Samantha.
What the fuck?
And this thing is gonna finally
I'll take
nail
care
it.
of it. I promise.
The unstoppable ghoul.
17.
17 meets it.
Finally got it.
Oh.
All right,
one and
you're gonna
only.
take 7 slashing damage. Please make a con save.
I swear to
Got
God.
one on the board.
Literally, just don't critically fail.
Don't say it. Come on, man.
Okay.
Dangerously close, though.
Dangerously
Frackenluya.
I saw it. I was like,
re-roll it.
13.
Go ahead and re-roll it.
What? What? No. What?
Oh well. I had a Deadpool.
Oh,
thing.
you
I
were
want-
spending it to try.
He
Thank
wanted
you.
Very
it.
kind of
He
you to
wanted
spend
it
it on something
bad.
that he could only fail if he rolled a nat 1, but
Thank you, Fallon Gore, for giving him that opportunity.
No.
I wanted
The opposite
to try.
of no, thank you.
5% is 5%.
You know what?
Yeah.
It would have made for an interesting story.
If the
In
lottery
a
had
horrible
those
way.
odds, I'd play every
My soul
week.
being sick.
Oh yeah,
is
for
not
sure.
interesting.
100%.
5% odds?
Um,
Absolutely. I would take that odd.
Mhm.
Of course,
I
then-
play gotcha. 5% is a godsend.
Right?
Yeah, Powerball's like way easier than gotcha. So anyway, the ghoul finally makes a dent, but not much.
How
The
cute.
wild, you are up.
All right.
Finish it.
So, we're just gonna freak out on this dude and give him some more of the business. So, slash, rip him to gory little pieces.
Okay,
you do.
and from
looks
that
promising.
barrage, that is exactly what happens. Is you tear this thing limb from limb, leaving it a maggot-infested pile on the ground.
And I will leave it.
Hey, maggots are good eating.
Boom.
Lots of protein.
And shoot
Slimy
right
yet
over here.
satisfying.
You're not wrong. I just hate that you are correct. Maker's mercy.
Okay. And I think that's going to be it for me. But I am now right next to the Zhangqi.
My
Okay,
saviors.
Yi-Ling.
Oh no. Oh boy.
That
By
is
the
a
skin
success.
of my teeth.
Okay.
10's a 10.
Like drifting in and out of the dream world.
Yeah, you're asleep currently.
I guess so. Unconscious.
You see an emaciated woman working hard on the house nearby where the battle should be taking place. And not far from her, you see a bald man further up north, also working busily on his home. And to the eastern side, there's a rather large building, and repainting the railing nearby, you see a rather burly looking woman working busily away there as well. Would you like to do anything?
How does she physically feel here?
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Well, my best stat.
Okay. You do not have the wherewithal to even question what's happening.
Whoa.
Because you are dreaming, and you're actually not aware that you were in a dream. And for the moment, it all makes perfect sense why you're here. And so, assuming that you could take the situation as it is, what would you do with it?
I wonder where my friends went and why I'm the only one here.
Make a wisdom save.
Low as a monk. Narratively interesting wisdom.
Your friends are probably nearby exploring too, because this is a neat place.
Guess I should just go look for them.
Yeah, there's a woman here, and she pauses to work, wiping the sweat from her brow. Hey, you there? Can you lend me a hand?
I'm looking for my friends. Will this be quick?
Sure. Yeah, quick.
What do you need?
Can you hold this beam in place while you nail it?
Sure.
I just need a steady hand is all.
Yi-Ling will do it. Because it all makes sense.
All right, you go over to help your new friend.
Everything's fine.
Everything's just great. All right. And with that, we go to map. And we do this again.
Put it back on.
There it is.
Just cycle through till you find the blue filter.
Yeah, I just keep hitting like to back. And I'm hiding my dudes. Okay. Now, Lin is in dialogue. This Zhangxi is dead, so I can leave him alone. Drausken.
All right. Well, he's not exactly sure what the hell is going on here, but he does know that he needs to get this thing away from Yi-Ling. So he is going to try to attack it.
Nice.
We'll throw
Okay.
some damage. And he is going to try to knock it back as opposed to knock it down.
Oof. Okay.
Attaboy. Nice.
All right. It breaks through the railing here and moves away from Yi-Ling, which breaks its connection to her. And it returns to the sort of focusing on the present. And it sees you.
Right here, asshole.
All right. Love it. The creature responds by first consuming some energy. So give me a con save. Ooh.
You could use a
I'm
Deadpool
fresh
point if
out of
you have
inspo
any.
myself.
You might be, but there was a gifted Deadpool point if you would like to use that.
I'll second it.
Yeah.
Dang, man.
My attack rolls are fine tonight, but it's my other checks that are a
Yeah.
little bit
Iffy.
rough.
You need to buy time for our healers to come back and see
Do
us.
it, man.
We'll go
Go
for it.
ahead.
All right. All yours.
Yeah!
Much
Yeah.
Much better.
All right. So you only take 8 damage.
Thank you, Valkyrie
All right.
Marie.
Woo!
Maria?
Thank you.
Valkyrie.
Okay. And
Valkyrie
it
Maria.
then it goes back to doing things the old-fashioned way. But that's a miss. But that's a hit. And a miss. As it continues smashing against your shield, and you can feel your arm getting numb and your resistance breaking away.
Ah, Fleeg put another one in.
Thank you,
You
dear
guys.
Freak.
Good looking out. They always keep us topped up.
The ghoul is finally no more. I can close that sheet. Great.
Finally.
We are done there. Yes, thank you. Goodbye. All right, the wild. It is your turn.
All right, we're gonna hop the rail and get on the other side of this dude, and gonna savage him just like all the others. And we'll go 1, 2, 3.
1 hit.
Okay. And then we'll do red cap. Ooh, nice. So 14 damage.
All right, you make a dent, but the creature is looking very powerful. More or less at full strength.
Okay. Got my work cut out for me.
All right, Yi-Ling, give me another death saving throw.
Oh, God.
Yay!
3 successes. You are stabilized.
Bam, 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 bam.
And
It's the
you-
first time I've ever had to do that.
You are simply fast asleep. So
Back
enjoy
to
your
the other
rest.
Enjoy
Yes.
your nap.
Working hard on my nap.
All right, Drausken.
Drausken over here, like, the Lord has allowed me to live one more day, and I'm about to make that everyone else's problem.
Here it
Drausken.
comes.
Drausken is in a very bad way. However, as he is looking around and realizing that it is literally just him between Yi-Ling and essentially certain death, he is going to try to find that energy, that stability that saw him through the battles in Tempest. And he kind of like takes in this deep breath and lets it out. And the emotion just leaves his face as he once again finds his way into an unfathomably bottomless, emotionless rage.
All right. Cold rage. Beautiful. All right. You find strength deep within. In fact, saying you is probably not even accurate at this point. So, Drausken becomes entirely cold and focused.
And with that, he is just going to try to just jump up and slam his shield down, trying to knock this creature down to its knees.
Okay.
A tie.
It is a tie.
The attacker
Ro-
wins in this
Ties
case.
go to the attacker.
is that so? Okay.
I thought they went to the defender, but
Um.
know 5e that well.
Okay. That's fine. In this case, dramatic tension demands that this happen. So, so he goes down from your hit.
On your knees.
All right. Well, the creature gets up. Like, not at all worth arguing about. So, all right, this thing, is gonna go after the wild, as it does a slam, and a slam,
Jeez.
and a slam.
All right.
I'm sure those are all hits.
Yep.
Jeez.
All right, I took him.
Okay. Very good. And then give me a con save. Very good. Can't stop. Won't stop, but you do still take 8 damage.
All right.
The wild.
All right. Let's see if we can give back as good as we get. So we'll do bam, bam, bam.
Okay,
We'll go
one hit.
reckless. Oh, all right.
You have to declare reckless
That's
before
fine.
you attack. But the 23 is going to be a hit,
Nice.
doing a total of 12 damage as you trade back with this thing, but it's also regaining health as it drains you of your energy. This is a uphill battle, to say the least, but maybe with Drausken's assistance, you can prevail.
Well, we got one. All right.
All right, Yi-Ling is dreaming a dream.
I'm going to move around too. All right.
Lynn is conversating, and Drausken, you are up.
All right. Same deal as before. Drausken is going to kind of goad the thing into attacking, intending to counterattack after it has opened itself up. So, move my initiative to below it, please. Because as noted, there's not much reason to knock someone down if they're just going to stand right back up on their turn.
Right, yeah. Good point. Okay, well, then the thing sees you hesitate, and it goes in to attack again.
Whoa.
And hits the wild 27.
Yeah, definitely.
Aren't you glad that you didn't reckless?
Yeah, I sure am.
Oof.
Miss.
Holla frickin'
Okay. And con save for the wild.
Oh,
Easy pass. And it restores some of its health. Oh, wait, that's your health. There you go. The wild
restore my health.
We'll take it.
I actually don't have a problem with that.
It's a reverse Zhangxi.
That's great.
So, let's see. Drausken, go ahead.
All right. Drausken is going to get a little reckless. Making his attack here.
Okay. 17 to hit. That is a hit.
Excellent. And of course, we are going to follow that up with a shield bash.
Nice roll.
As Drausken basically...
The hell, Zhang-Chi?
Oh my god!
Just can't with this dude. Man.
You want to give me the damage on that longsword, though?
Sure thing.
Oh, what?
Oh, here.
What?
You also
So-
get rage damage.
Let's get some rage damage in there. I'll just have to roll it on natural. Even better.
True
Gorgeous.
Dane rolling, man.
Gorgeous.
Oh,
Okay.
Every little bit helps.
So,
I'm not here to deal damage. I'm here to CC. So if they have a
That's
plus
right.
20 on their CC,
That's
I don't
fine.
know. That's just
that is what it is.
It's okay.
So as you're fighting to the standstill, it's pretty clear that the odds are not in your favor. And you're both in full-on rages. So you're going to keep fighting pretty much regardless of what happens. But things would be looking grim as this thing just keeps feeding off of your energy. But suddenly the creature hisses as dawn breaks and the sun begins to break over the horizon, and it vanishes into a wisp of ghostly fog.
disappears, huh?
Yes, for the sun.
Man. When dawn breaks and it poofs into mist, the wild just starts immediately looking around for something else's ass to kick.
All right, here we go. That'll be good.
the dawn will come.
Drausken's eyes just sort of flit from side to side as he looks for any other enemies. And then not seeing them, he just sort of stops. Inhales. Oh, gods, everything hurts. No,
Not how you know.
literally
Good
everything
fight.
hurts. Oh. And sort of just slumps down on the ground next to Yi-Ling.
And at this point, Loraphyra and Lynn enter the scene, returned from their chat and their jog.
Just a light jog through the night streets. Thank you so much for the raid by the Brick Book. For those who don't know,
Oh, wow.
Carolyn and Cheryl build Lego, and today I believe that they were playing the new Zelda game.
Nice.
So welcome.
That's awesome.
The wild is also gonna crouch down and just start nudging Yi-Ling.
That's gonna help.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! No sleeping, wake up!
Coming into this space, Loraphyra will just like stop, take a moment, assess the situation, and then book it for Yi-Ling. And she will crouch down next to her and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. But
Nice.
because of my ability as a Grave Cleric, Circle of Mortality, you get full restoration for that.
Just
So,
say.
for Cure,
My other domains game also have that ability, and it's A+.
Grave clerics are MVP.
Grave Clerics are great. Everyone sleeps on them, but they are great. So that's 20 healing to you.
Ooh, yeah. I will take that. Am I still asleep, though? Mr. Game
Yes, you
Master?
are. You are asleep.
Wake up. Wake up.
So
Wake up.
good of
Just
you.
like a cat. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
She's just like,
Exactly.
Nothing.
Exactly.
The cat.
She
The
goes
cat
from
bap.
not really breathing to snoring heavily.
Absolutely.
So good of you to join us, Loraphyra. Did you find our wayward Jiangxi?
I did.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna reach up and put a gentle hand on. I lost his name for a second. On Drausken's forearm, as I'm still kneeling next to Yi-Ling, and cast another healing spell on him. Another cure wounds at 2nd level. You're not at 0 though. Oh well.
No, but if you slap me, I could be.
Let's avoid that if we can. So take 10 healing.
All right, takes a bit of the edge off, but there's still quite a lot of
Edge.
edge remaining. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so you're all sitting together, but Yi-Ling is not awakening.
Why she not wake up?
Why don't you give her a nibble?
I do.
The Golden City has her now.
I just grab one of her fingers and just.
I've already missing a thumbnail. I don't need more finger injuries.
No, I didn't bite it off.
No,
He's
in
like,
fact,
You said
you
a
bite,
nibble, not a
you-
chomp.
you bite the
Ow.
thumb that doesn't have a nail on it.
Ow.
That'll wake her up.
Son of a
God,
bitch.
That would hurt so bad.
Wild,
are-
crazy, not mean.
These
Trigger
are the
warning,
units of
finger
measurements.
trauma.
Yeah.
Okay. So you give her a bite just to startle her, and like her nerves react, like so her hand moves, but she does not awaken.
Lynn, why'd she no wake up?
The
Lynn,
Golden City has her now.
what you mean?
She is here, but she is not with us. She is
Ah.
in my lady's city.
Hold on. The wild is after Lynn says that, and it seems like she's like waking her up may take some doing. The wild is gonna pick her up and take her back into Way's house.
Who?
The guy from the beginning, like the vendor dude.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Moo.
Oh, Moo. Okay. They-
Ooh.
I was watching the chat and I got myself all confused. They were talking about Wu. I was like, no, Wu is Tang, and we haven't run into him yet. So we're gonna take Yi-Ling back into the house, at least to keep her, relatively safe at least.
Grab my glaive.
Yeah, Loraphyra, we'll pick that up and bring that along. Is there anything that you can do to help her, Lynn?
Moo, need help.
Mm.
Yi-Ling stuck sleeping. Wake her up.
I see. Well, it isn't very easy, but I'll give it my best try. Mm.
You can show us how to wake.
He leans over Yi-Ling's body and gets real close. His lips nearly touching her ear, except for he's got a mask on, so it doesn't. But then he slightly tilts the mask, not so that any of you can see, but so that he can free his mouth briefly.
Mm.
And he goes, I love that. Tiana's like, nope.
I'm waiting for a shout.
Hey, hey, you're dreaming. You're asleep right now. What you think you're seeing ain't real. You need to realize that and come to that conclusion. Whoever you talking to right now, they're asleep. Whatever you're seeing right now, that's it, part of the made-up world that the lady made. All right? If you don't want to starve to death, that's right. I remember now. Think about food. Think about your favorite things to eat and how sad it would be to have those things never more. And meanwhile,
Elsewhere,
we return to Yi-Ling's perspective on things. And it is now daytime within the dream.
I'm still helping this lady with the beam.
Yeah, let me get rid of these dead bodies because it's kind of
Kind of
killing
ruins
the
the
mood.
mood.
You know?
The mood.
Beware the groove. So you have finished nailing that into place. Oh, thank you, dear. Do you think you could assist me with just one other task?
You said this would be quick, and I did the one thing. I think I have to find my
She's
friends.
like, but.
All right, I guess. So much to do.
Perhaps when I find them, we can all help you.
Oh, that would be great. But let's be honest. You ain't coming back, are you?
If we come back this way, I cannot dictate what the others will decide to do.
Sorry. I should be more grateful than I'm being right now. I just exhausted.
Perhaps you should rest then instead of working.
Ha! You're not from here, are you?
What gave it away?
The fact that you think there's any end to this.
Well, I mean, you could at least just stop right now. Right?
I fear that may not be possible. You see, within this world, you know what? Never mind. I have lots to do, and I better get to it. So good luck finding your friends.
Thank you. Good luck trying the rest. I highly recommend it.
All right, she begins busily scrubbing away at the stone steps leading into her house. You look around, but there's no sign of your friends anywhere. Give me a perception roll.
Pretty
Nice.
good.
Okay, so you're looking around and you just hear somewhere out of the ether like bleh, like a savage roar, and you hear And
Spot on.
The absolute worst. What's it called? The ASMR.
and there's another man over here. This bald gentleman waves to you, and he says, "Hey, new person, come over here quick."
Where's he? Is the one at the top? Okay. Sorry, I was scooted down the map. She'll go over because everything's fine, and she can ask this person if they've seen her friends.
You need to look busy. Come here. Come here. Help
Well,
me with
I
this
am
loom.
busy. I'm looking for people. Have you seen my friends?
Shh. Quietly. Quietly.
Why are we being quiet?
I will explain, but look like you're working on this loom with me.
All right. I don't know how to weave.
Yes,
My mother tried to teach me, but
No, don't do that. Don't go into backstories. You're going to get lost, and then that's going to take over your perception. Never mind. Listen. Okay?
all right, I'm listening.
I assume that your friends are probably also looking for you right now. And it's
Hope
up to
so.
them to find you, unfortunately.
What do you mean?
You're asleep.
Uh,
You're asleep. You're asleep. None of this that you are seeing is real. Okay, do you understand?
do I
Now,
understand?
when you wake up, I need you to come here to this house, and I need you to wake me up. I don't know how long I've been here, and I think I'm dying.
I will try.
Yes, but beware the Jiangxi. It looks like it could be day right now, and if it is, that should leave you a little bit of time to come over and to help me. Okay?
It's fighting one.
Okay. Now, make a wisdom saving throw.
Ah, hey, I finally rolled a good one.
18.
So-
Very nice.
So you finally have that feeling of knowing that you're dreaming when you're dreaming, right?
Suddenly think of borscht and dim sum.
That's right. So you suddenly realize, oh my God, none of this is real, right? But unlike in your own dreams, you cannot directly manipulate it. You can't warp reality around you as you could when you realize you're within your own dreams. So, and of course, such a thing would typically wake you at that point. But now you become aware, and then as he's talking to you, you hear another voice. Hey, wake up. Oi, it ain't real. You need to get up. Everything you're seeing, it's fake. All right, you got it? All right, now I'm real sorry about this, but it's got to happen. Brace yourself. 3, 2, 1. And
That's what I was expecting the whole time.
Whack!
suddenly your face stings for some reason.
And
Okay,
There
and
we go, finally.
with that, boop, and boop, and there. No, not that one. There it is. Okay.
Right, we're all in Moo's house now, right? Or whatever.
Yes.
I'll be next to him since he's waking me up. Who's got its beard? Oh, I did not like that at all.
she's awake.
Oh, hello, everyone. Did we
Drausken,
win?
Loraphyra, she's awake.
I see.
Oh, you look like you're outside, looking at the mini-map. It seems like you're outside with Drausken.
I don't move
Yeah,
my
you're still
tokens
only like
over on the map.
30 feet away, we can hear you.
I promise I could hear you were I more than 100 feet away. I have tried.
Makes sense.
Did we win?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good question. Did you? Oh, you did win.
Oh,
You
good.
killed the Jiangxi, huh?
We killed
One
two.
of them.
We killed two.
Oh.
Well, one
You
of
killed
them.
two.
No.
Well, I don't think I killed anything.
Other
but-
one was on the way, then disappeared because sun come up.
Oh well.
Kill ghouls though.
Yeah. Well, thank goodness for that. That is going to give us a lot more leeway for a very brief amount of time before they, come back.
One she dead though.
Yeah, but it's not like dead.
No, one dead.
No, but it's like not dead.
What?
Like, yeah, it's like it's the spirit of the ancestors. You understand? And that spirit didn't go away just because you whacked it a bunch of times. Okay, it's gonna return when the bell tolls. You understand?
So have to get Bell.
Well, I don't know. Maybe. I guess.
Get
Well,
Bell. Good idea. Ring Bell. Bring bad things. Get rid of Bell. No bad things.
I never really thought of it that way.
Gotta think.
That
Use
is
brain.
That seems like jumping to conclusions.
Yi-Ling has ignored all this banter and just sort of locked her eyes on Lynn.
the moment you make eye contact. Lynn just kind of turns her head and faces away. She looks ashamed.
You returned. Are you alright?
No. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I fear there's no excuse for my cowardice. I was afraid.
There is much reason to be frightened. But I do not blame you for running, but also you are less safe alone. I hope you will stay with us now.
I don't know that I'm any safer with you. I don't know that you're any safer that I'm here.
Promised you, I'm sure we could have used your help. It was invaluable in Tepes. Please don't count yourself out yet. You are here. You are powerful. And maybe you have a chance to get something back that you lost. And you don't sleep, so that might be very helpful here. Oh, speaking of, he went somewhere else, and the gentleman asked me to wake him up, so maybe we can go do that.
Do you know where?
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, I went to there was a festival, but then the sun rose, it was daytime. I was helping a lady, and then another man on a loom tried to help me. He told me that it was all a dream. It didn't feel like one until he said it. And then I heard Moo's voice here, and now I'm awake. So, we'll have to develop some techniques if we do. Apparently, you don't need to just fall asleep. Being beaten unconscious will do the same thing. So, we have to think of some way to bring ourselves back if that is the case. It was very hard to concentrate.
Moo taught special wake-up technique.
Ha!
Smacking me? Yes, well, do that next time, but
Also
I can't smack
yelled in
myself.
ear. Yelled in ear very loud.
We may not be so lucky next time.
Well, then we need a plan. Let us go wake up this other man, and then maybe he seemed very helpful. So maybe he can help us with our next step.
That idea. You'd think he'd recognize you.
I don't know until we go, but
All right, now before you go anywhere, I did make you a promise, and I want to follow up on that. All right, so if you look up north, you see that old water wheel there, churning away. Well, at the very tippy top of that mill, you will go inside, and then there is Master Tang just right there, and that is who you're gonna want to learn from.
That's a good idea. So we have steps 1 and step 2. And let's stick together.
Yes, let's.
Climb slowly to her feet, feeling very drained.
Now, let me ask you a question real quick. Yi-Ling, is it?
Yes, sorry, I did not introduce myself before.
Well, I'm picking it up slowly as we go. Do you believe that the things that you just dreamed about actually transpired?
I mean, feels dreamlike now, but I mean, sort of.
Well, you seemed like you want to act on it. So is it real to you or not?
No. I think there was no man asking me to wake him up.
Ah, well, shoot.
Well, if it is daytime now and the creatures are not about, perhaps
Well,
it's safe
listen.
to at least check.
Oh, no, you should definitely check. I was just hoping your instincts were natural. But it seems like you're going to have to get trained the hard way.
No. It is ever the way with me, unfortunately. I do not have my mother's gift with spirits.
Yeah, and Master Tang wouldn't teach me very much. We started, and then he told me to get the hell out and never come back. So here I am, and but that's all right, because I learned my own technique. Speaking of which, hey! He whistles a couple of times. I gotta go to sleep, guys. I'll see you. His dog finally starts to wake up.
What a good baby.
All right. So, what now?
Well, if I go with her, she'll recover her glaive from Loraphyra and lead them towards the house where the man asked her to wake him up.
All right.
Drausken's going to extend a hand for somebody to help him to his feet.
I'll help him up.
Lynn's gonna help him up.
He's gonna walk over to Yi-Ling, put a hand on her shoulder.
That was a good showing. Good fight.
Does not feel like it, but I didn't die again, so I'll count it as a win.
You didn't die. You stood your ground, and you fought until we could get there. It's the best anyone could ask, given the circumstances.
He kind of turns and looks towards Lynn.
You see a little bit of color in her cheeks.
Aw.
But thank you. I will train harder and try to improve. But you and the lad did very well. I did not see you in the dream, so I assume you never fell.
Damn close. Good job.
Always close.
Thank you for saving my life. She did a little bow to each of them. And I assume Loraphyra with the healing hands as ever.
I came in after the fight was done, and I apologize for that.
You did what you had to do. Did we all?
Speaking of what we have to do, I believe you have a place to lead us to?
Yes, it's just up the road here. Sort of using her glaive as kind of a walking stick. We'll head towards this building?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll follow.
As she starts heading off, Drausken is going to walk over to Lynn, kind of look over. A word.
As many as you need.
Yi-Ling almost died. Do you know why?
Because I was too afraid.
Fear doesn't factor in. You ran. You made a choice. I need to know. If we keep up this fight, are you going to run again? I asked you a question.
I'm afraid, Drausken. I'm afraid that I can't answer you truthfully. I'm afraid that the longer I stay here, the more of a liability I become. I'm afraid that I might fall prey to the mistress's magic once again. She'll turn me against you.
When Drausken, it suddenly the obvious is reminded to you. This person is not a soldier.
He knows. Good. That means you're thinking. That means you're considering. Then I like you. And we could use your help. We need your help. But if you cannot fight with us, if you cannot stand your ground, then you threaten the lives of everyone else in this mission. I want you to dig deep and think. If you ever don't think that you can do this, if you think that you will run, that you will imperil us, you need to let me know. Right away. I can't let you put other people's lives in danger again. But I believe that you have the ability to be stronger than you think you are. I'm trusting in you. Trust in us. Just don't run again. You understand?
I don't have the words to express the shame that I feel. We all came here for my sake. And I I can scarcely look in a mirror so much as I can bear to hear that bell one more time.
Lynn, we're not here for your sake. We're here for the sake of everyone that's still trapped here. And you're the best hope, whether you like it or not. So I'm gonna do my best to make sure that you succeed. I just need to know you're gonna do your best.
There are not enough apologies that will pay for how I have wronged you.
You're right, there aren't. But there are actions that'll speak a lot louder. Buck up, kid. We're gonna do all right.
This nightmare has hurt me enough. I won't let it hurt you either.
Good. Let's go catch up.
Well, is anyone coming? Noticing she's alone suddenly.
I followed.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Just checking something. All right. So you approach the house, and it's not exactly the same as you remember it, Yi-Ling, but it is familiar enough. And it looks like it's half built, like it's not sure what it wants to be, either like a residence or a shop.
Gingerly step inside. I assume this is a door.
Okay, you are able to go inside. You find a door, you slide it to the side and step within. And there, lying on the ground, on just a thin sheet of cloth, is the bald man that you saw, lying upon his side, his lungs rising up and down.
Here goes nothing. She'll kneel down next to him, lay down her glaive, and just sort of get his lapels and like just smack him a good one across the face.
Did you say lapels?
Lapels.
What?
Lapels.
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 This is what happens when you read and never
No,
hear.
I have done exactly the same thing many times, which is why I don't ever make fun of people for doing that, because my mom did that to me and made me not want to use new words.
It looks exactly like Naples, just with an L.
Well, names are particularly egregious when it comes to these.
Doesn't have enough accents. We need more accent marks.
That's right.
Any lapels or whatever.
Yes, the lapels. There you go. Now
Smack. The important part is the smacking.
That's right.
The shmiak.
Shmiak. Wake up, sir.
All right. You smack him, you yell at him, and finally he starts to shake awake, and he goes, "Huh?
Good morning.
Oh, you did it.
I did. Thank you for helping me.
Yes, you did it. Well done. Thank you so much. My name is Keenan. Keen's fine.
It is good to meet you. I'm Yi-Ling. Yi-Ling is fine.
Good to meet you. Now, before anything else, do you have anything to eat? I am so weak.
Yes,
I am
yes,
starving.
Of course. She'll pull out another of her rations.
Oh.
How many do you have?
This is what happens when you loot bodies.
Loot them bodies. Loot them bodies.
She had 2 explorers packs from the wardens and her own pack that she started with.
Yeah. So he absolutely chows down on the hardtack that you offer him.
All bites and drink water.
Oh, you have water?
I believe there's someone in the
He
lobby.
goes-
Yes. Here-
Drausken will toss a water skin to him.
He's like,
Sip.
He's just
Sip.
The dude just bursts like a seagull who ate an Alka-Seltzer. Well, there went Keen.
You can see his hands literally shaking as he is trying to hold the water skin steady, and he's shoveling some of the food into his mouth, but he does slow down immediately, and he's like, yes, yeah, you're right, I appreciate that.
You'll puke it all up if you eat too fast.
Yeah, no, I'm sure my stomach is very small. You let it sit, but I have nothing left. I'm so tired. I've slept, but I am not rested. And what little food is just such a great comfort to me and to anyone else you can help, but I fear it is a temporary reprieve, as it will just come again, and the work will happen again, and we will just continue on and on and on.
Perhaps it will help you to know that we are trying to make it more than temporary.
Well, I should thank you properly for helping me out.
I mean, you helped me already very much. Thanks to you, I was able to wake up myself.
Oh yeah. Well, still, you should have something. So
You insist.
yes, I'll be right back as I go and grab this thing. And
Does he leave the room, or is he like just going to a...
Yeah, he's just rummaging in the corner.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Did I put this in already? I don't see it, so we're gonna go with it. Here it is. All right. Here you go. It isn't much, but it's been passed on through my family for a long time, and anyway, thanks for keeping me alive. I got no one to pass it down to, so it might as well go to someone who's worth a damn.
Very kind of you. I will accept in the spirit that which is given.
They say it's supposed to give you good luck, but I ain't never seen it work.
Well, you gave me luck, so perhaps you're giving me more now. Ooh. I need that.
Yeah,
I
you
was
do.
gonna say, I feel like
no
it'll
good
come in
luck.
handy.
Yeah. So for those
an
who are
item
who are
for
just listening, it is a stone of good luck. While this polished agate is on your person, you gain a +1 bonus to ability checks and saving throws. Thank the gods.
Rad.
Remember, everything is an ability check except for an attack roll. So that's the only thing it doesn't help. This thing technically affects your initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Initiative is an
Really?
ability check? Are you
Yeah.
Initiative
are you
is an
kidding
ability.
me?
Initiative is an ability check.
That makes sense though,
I
because
read
it's
it. Yeah,
based
it
on your
is.
stats.
It really
Uh-huh.
does. Yeah, okay.
Yep. That's I discovered it because I think I was given one and I put it in my sheet And then my initiative went up, and I was like, what? Why? You know, and then I tracked it through, and I looked up, and I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. The initiative is a ability check.
This is one of the reasons why I genuinely love D&D Beyond, because
I did not learn it from that.
That's how I learn a lot of the things, though. Like, I'll put things onto my sheet and be like, wait, where did that come from?
Yeah.
I was waiting to hear.
All my numbers just went up.
I was waiting to hear that you did this in like Baldur's Gate 3, and that's how you found out.
I don't even think that's in Baldur's Gate 3. I don't think they put
this
it
item
in.
seems too tame to be in Baldur's Gate 3.
Right.
Valid.
Well, when you realize you're writing for a computer game and players don't have to mentally do any of this work, you could put a lot more complexity into your items.
Yeah.
So anyway.
It's nice to see all my numbers go up.
Well, listen,
Numbers
everyone,
go brr.
anyone here could probably use your help. In the meantime, I'm going to try to get rested, but you ever need a house to just be in, to hide from the creatures, to hide from the Empress, you can just come on in here. Make yourselves at home.
Thank you very much, sir. That is an offer we will probably take you up on.
Your hospitality is very kind.
Sure. Give him a bow as well.
So, is there any questions you have, or is there any other way I can be of assistance?
Well, we are going to see a man named Tang to learn how to wake ourselves up.
Oh, you're going to see Master Tang.
Well, we should know about not offending him.
Is there anything we should know about him?
He knows how to wake himself up. He knows how to enter and exit the dream at his own will, and he's taught other people how to do it, but he doesn't do that anymore. I'm not sure why.
Perhaps we can convince him that we are worth it.
Well, I hope so. If anyone knows how to do this technique, it's him, but I can't guarantee it's going to be easy to learn.
You know what it is? Nothing worth learning anyway.
If nothing else, he's a very wise man, and he can probably tell you all kinds of things.
Thank you for all your help. Does anyone else have any questions? I really can't think of anything. It's just there's too much I don't know to even ask about.
No further questions, but a small offering, if I may. If it might help you find some measure of relaxation in these waking times, Lynn is going to sit down near, let's say like a table or a stool or something. She's going to lay out a very small clay pot, and placing her hands over it, the pot is then going to start to waft a gentle smoke that, like an incense.
Well, isn't that pleasant? Thank you.
The chat.
Well, I think
if there's anything else we can do for you, that we won't be that far.
There was one other thing I just wanted to mention. I don't know if this is helpful or not, but when I was asleep, there was a stranger. Not just one of you, but there was someone else who I'd never seen before.
What they look like.
Or dressed in very dark brown, maybe black robes, cloak. And they had a mask on, pointy ears like an elf.
Yi-Ling sort of looks sidelong at Loraphyra.
One of yours.
It's hard to tell when there's a mask involved. Hard to see the more identifying features.
You don't think
Thank
it could
you.
be Calypso? What's that name, right? The other shadow guy that...
That ran into the mist?
Yeah.
It is possible.
That reminds me of something I've been meaning to ask you. You and your kinsman, you do not dream, do you?
No,
Elves.
we do
Right.
not sleep properly, as I understand you sleep, or our companions sleep at least. We trance for a short amount of time and spend that time in meditation, recovering old memories, thinking.
That sounds nice. I wish I were an elf.
I honestly do not know how that may affect me and this dream world, whether the Empress's power will supersede that particular ability. I genuinely do not know, because it sounds as if one of my kinsfolk was in that dream.
Well, that kinsfolk of yours, if that's what it was, sure gave me a fright. Even though it was wearing a mask, I swear it was looking right into my soul. And it vanished into the dark. And then I went after to see what more I could learn, to see if I could learn anything from it. And it was there was no trace of it whatsoever. But I felt this cold chill.
Did you hear a raven?
I don't recall hearing a raven. But then again, it's pretty seldom the birds sing in these parts.
Well, I would be interested to find out what one of my kinsfolk is doing here. Do you know when you saw them? Was it very recent?
Well, I'll be honest, when you're asleep, it's really hard to parse time like that.
But from what I gather, the day and night cycles are at least similar between the sleeping and the waking world.
Mm-hmm. But our hours are all screwed up.
Yes.
I may have been asleep for days, for all I know.
That seems likely, with how starving you were.
We just wake up with the sun and go to sleep with the moon. We sleep when we can and we wake when we can. Sometimes it's not our choice.
I'm in dreams as always. Wiggly woggly.
But I will say it felt recent.
That tracks.
But does that mean a day, an hour? Hard to say.
But it is a recent change.
I think.
And that is interesting.
Hmm.
Well, I suppose I'm going to learn more about this sleep thing.
Perhaps.
It sounds like dying.
Not the
It
same.
is, in a sense.
Depends on your perspective.
Y'all talk like you know what dying feels like.
We do.
Okay.
We are a strange bunch. Don't worry about it.
Thank you very much for your hospitality. I believe we should use the waking time as best as we can.
Oh, that's a good point.
I hope you are able to find some rest.
I won't, but thanks anyway.
It's just some more food to tide you over. Hand over one more ration.
Oh, are you sure? Because if you're not sure,
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
I'm sure.
He gobbles that down.
Sorry, what was his name again?
Keenan.
Yeah,
Qin.
Oh.
Q-I.
And I'm probably butchering all the names, but they're all supposed to be Chinese names. Of course, they all have American accents because
Do not.
I am not doing Chinese accents. I'm not pissing off
We
the
appreciate
entirety
that.
of the internet.
Come on, man. Get our
What?
viewers. Get those viewer numbers up.
I asked Chris if it was okay. He said it wasn't. So there it is. Which is too bad because I'm pretty good at both. But but that's just for me to know, I guess.
You and the inside of your car.
Me and the inside of my car, right? That's about it.
That is a floor of glass shards that you can choose to walk.
Right.
In honor of our brick book friends, don't walk across that field of Lego.
Make your character's next race and pick a totally different accent.
Oh man. So anyway,
Yes.
Right, well, thank you. We will.
wish you luck.
Well, I have it now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's really funny.
It was pleasant to meet you, and we'll see you again soon. Give another short bow and go outside.
As folks start heading out the door, Drausken's gonna lean over the guy. I know you're hungry. Make the rations last.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Be well, friend.
Thank you. I'm gonna try. So, you exit the home of Keen, and the water mill sits just in front of you, just a few steps away. And you can see the house is about 2 levels. And you look inside the window, and there is some light shining through. And you get a sense that there's life within. And perhaps more importantly, you see a small creature run across the street. And it enters into the house on the lower side and vanishes into the home.
Uh-oh, the wild's chase instincts.
Kitty, kitty, cat.
That's
A kitty,
exactly
kitty,
what I
cat.
thought. I was like,
Oh no.
get it!
And then you hear a voice from emerge from the window upstairs. Oh, have you come to visit me again? Well, aren't you a cheeky fellow? Yes, yes. I have a snack right here. All right. And as You approach the mill. You catch just in the corner of your eye some movement in a nearby alleyway with pointed ears and a mask and a painted pauldron that you can see just on the outside. And Loraphyra, we're gonna wrap soon, but give me a quick perception roll.
Okay. Can I choose to use my passive, which is much better? since I wasn't deliberately looking for anything at the moment.
Sure, yeah.
Which is 22.
Ooh, wow.
Okay.
Feats.
So you notice a very simple symbol on the epaulet as this figure moves back into the shadows and vanishes. It is a circle. And the center of it is black. And we'll go ahead and end it there.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'll bother you later to see if I know what that is. Interesting. All right. Well, we do need to wrap up so that people who have, normal jobs can get some sleep. So thank you all so much for joining us this evening for a wonderful stream. And Adam, thank you so much for everything.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. All y'all are awesome. We love character moments. We love character growth, change, whatever the hell's happening here. Unclear. We'll find out. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow to play 5 Nights at Freddy's Sister Location, and then I'm probably off for the rest of the week because I'm working Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
I'm off because I'm working.
I'm off from streaming because I'm going to fucking Mountain View for work. Yay, hour and a half commute. Yeah,
that hustle life, not for me.
The gig life is a challenge at times.
that requires a constitution I do not possess.
Well, some of us are made for it. But thank you all so much for being here. Thank you to the raiders. Thank you to those who gifted subs and bits. We do still have one left in the Deadpool. I have it marked on my piece of paper so that we will remember that for next time. And
it'll get used.
It will get used. Maker's mercy. Maker's mercy, do we use them?
Yep.
So thank you all so much for being here, and we will see you all next time. Good night.
Bye, y'all.
Good night.